I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
I'm Julian Watson.
This is the Dark Center Mafia Power Hour.
Where it's not going to be anywhere near an hour.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Might be some complaining to hear.
Maybe.
This is the X-Men Toys R Us limited edition comic. It says number 1. Don't go look for number 2. It doesn't exist.
Oh.
It's just a giveaway.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
This is a part of my never-ending quest to look at every single giveaway comic that I can possibly look at.
That's so many giveaway comics.
We've already looked at like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many more can there be?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to find them all, and I'm going to look at them all. I know I own more already, so... This one came out in 1993. This is right around the time I actually started reading comics. This would have been one of the earliest X-Men comics I got, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what you had to do at Toys R Us to get this, but I think they just had them at the counter, and you could just get it.
That's cool.
So what do you guys think of the cover on this?
I love it. Them
like
beating up a Sentinel where Charles Xavier is in the brain. Like, why is he evil? What's happening?
Charles Xavier is often evil. Number one.
That's true.
But this is the Cyber Sentinel.
Oh, okay.
Cover's misleading, though.
Mm-hmm.
Professor X is never in the head of this thing inside.
Dang.
Unfortunately, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of these Toys R Us ads in here.
Mm-hmm.
And most, I think actually all of them are about video games.
Oh.
Okay.
So maybe this was a giveaway with one of the X-Men video games. Could have been. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys want
All I know
fun
is it's
fact?
easy to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's fun fact?
Oh, the reason why Korn has a backwards R in their band name is because of Toys R Us.
Yeah, because all the members work there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
Yeah, so Trini, can you name all the characters on this page without looking at the captions to say their names?
Okay. Storm, Cyclops, Archangel
Archangel in that iteration.
Gambit, and then that should be Bobby, right?
Yeah, it's Iceman.
Yeah.
What about the guy crouching in the middle?
Wait, what? Oh, Wolverine. I thought I already said his name. My bad.
Yeah, so as far as opening splash pages, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And these are X-Men that most people are going to be familiar with around this time period. So this is when the cartoon was going on. So Gambit, Cyclops, Storm, and Wolverine, they were mainstays in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Archangel and Iceman weren't. They both appeared in episodes, but they weren't starring characters.
Okay.
So it is kind of interesting because they took 2 that you would know more from the comics and then others that you would know, from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty nice way to, tie both of them together, though.
Yeah.
Make sure that both audiences are reading.
Right. So all in all, the artwork in this is pretty solid for a promo comic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty decent double page spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was written by Eric Fain. Penciler is Craig Brasfield. Inker is Bill Anderson. Colorist is Joe Andreini. And it was lettered by David Sharp. Those were slightly easier to say names than normal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking at infiltrating this compound. It's a really weird compound, but it's well drawn. Because Jean, Psylocke, and Professor Xavier have been taken by the traitor Karma.
Those are the strongest X-Men. How did they do that?
Cyclops can level a mountain if he just takes his visor off.
True.
And Iceman is actually supposed to be an Omega level mutant too.
Really?
Well, think about it. He could control anything water-wise and all that.
That's fair.
He can make the moisture in your lungs freeze. He could kill people super easy.
Why don't we have any of that in the dark versions of Iceman?
Age of Apocalypse Iceman does do some of that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he freezes Eunice the Untouchable from the inside, remember?
Right.
In
Yeah,
X-Men
I did
Alpha.
forget about that.
Oh, I was wrong about it being all video game ads, because here we have the action figures in the VHS tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, though. Marvel 2-packs of comics for 99 cents each.
Oh my god.
I don't remember those at Toys R Us. I remember these plastic big containers that have all of the issues that came out in one month.
Maybe it
And
was,
I would buy that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'd buy those. But I don't remember a 2-pack that was just 99 cents. I would have been all over that as a kid.
right? Maybe it was like at select stores or something, and we just never had
It could have been, or it could have just been that I just didn't know where they were at. It's not like at this age, I wasn't really going into Toys R Us's unless it was with like my niece or nephew or something like that.
Okay.
Most of my comics came from grocery stores. I don't think that I ever even really thought to look for them at Toys R Us, except the times that I was there with my nieces and nephews, and that's when I saw like the big 16 packs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy these, because they were like $15, and you got, I don't know, somewhere between like 16 to 30 issues that were all like last month's releases. So I do like the artist actually did Storm's eyes correctly.
Yeah.
When she's not using her power, she's got blue eyes. Didn't do the cat slit pupils that she has, or if he did, you can't really make it out.
Right.
But we just kind of go into flashback mode here, where Cyclops is telling Storm things that I'm going to assume she already knows.
Yeah.
But, she's acting as a fill-in for the audience in the moment for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's going over how Karma showed up, and he should have questioned why she just showed up out of nowhere. No, he shouldn't. Karma's one of the new mutants.
Yeah.
Just recently left. That's not something he should question, actually.
Right.
But Professor X seemed fine with it, so he just went along with it. And it does actually pay attention to continuity in this, because it talks about how Karma recently left to look for her brother and sister.
Okay.
That's nice, because a lot of times in these promo comics, you get no continuity.
Oh my God, Psylocke's leg is broken.
Yeah, that's a common Psylocke pose of the time. So this ad, why did they put Battleship and Pool up at the very top? We're going to take the two most boring ass games that nobody remembers on Super Nintendo and put them above Mario is Missing in the Captain America one.
Yeah.
This is actually a fun game. I never played it on Super Nintendo, but I did play it on arcades.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So, then we get just a normal day in the X-Men's lives. They go out to dinner together. Archangel is flying. Everybody's just really happy, and it's kind of like snippets of the cartoon in ways.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like Jean and Scott are out to dinner in almost the same exact way in the animated series.
Yeah.
But then, while Professor X is just randomly using Cerebro for some reason, cybernetic goo attaches to his head. And Psylocke thinks the best thing to do about this is take her psychic dagger, which doesn't affect physical things normally, as far as I know,
Oh, okay.
and try to claw the goo off of Professor X's head with it, right?
Okay.
Now, I will say with something like her dagger, the effects that it had were dependent on how much the artist and writer remembered. And this is a promo comic, so it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But it's what leads to Psylocke being taken down by the same cybernetic goo. It just attaches to her dagger. And all in all, it looks pretty cool.
Right.
And then Karma shows that she is in fact a traitorous little asshole
Damn.
by turning off the security system, which allows Deadpool and Juggernaut to break through.
Yeah.
Now, actually, I'll save that comment for a couple pages from here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So then we get an ad that has Double Dragon and Battletoads. Fun games. Hard
Focusing
games.
A little bit more on the cooler video games.
Yeah. This came out on a lot of different systems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why there was no Double Dragon Battletoads specifically on the Game Gear. That's what the game is on all three of these, but it's just Battletoads on Game Gear.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can tell this is before Deadpool got his own miniseries, because he's not talking with like the yellow around the balloon
Yeah.
or the yellow in the balloon. But his mask is really weird in this one.
Yeah.
Like, see how it
his
makes-
nose strange.
Yeah, he's making weird facial expressions with the mask.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a monkey underneath.
Kinda, yeah. But they're loading. Hey, I wonder if the person who made the Deadpool movie was inspired by this comic for the thing that Deadpool's inside of when he gets his mutant gene activated.
Oh, maybe.
Because that looks exactly like what they use.
Yeah.
So, Jean is getting upset because she can't telekinetically lift Juggernaut's helmet. I do like the way Juggernaut's drawn there. Looks good.
Yeah.
And Karma takes him over and makes him shoot Jean with his laser beam.
Oh my god.
Optic blast, excuse me. So that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not something you'd... this has more violence in it than what you come to expect when you look through these promo comics.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
It's more on par with what a normal X-Men comic is in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
My brother had this for his Game Boy,
Huh.
and it was the worst thing you can imagine.
Oh.
Dang.
It's supposed to be like a magnifying glass and speakers that pop out and all this.
Okay.
He kept using it despite the fact that it was horrible because, you know, like, he asked for it for Christmas and he was going to be damned if anyone was going to tell him it was horrible.
Damn.
But it was horrible. Mm-hmm. So then Juggernaut has no problem just laying a smackdown on Cyclops. Makes sense. It's what he would do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Deadpool steals his sunglasses.
Amazing.
I like that touch.
Yeah.
Deadpool was not a fully formed character yet in terms of the character that we now know, right?
Right.
Little touches like that actually kind of show you that, hey, maybe even the writers that made him into what we do know now as Deadpool were reading stuff like this because, you know, that's actually a pretty funny little touch.
Yeah.
Still, though, Juggernaut and Deadpool, it's weird.
Yeah.
So then Archangel and Wolverine and Gambit and Cyclops decide that they're going to go get revenge with the portable Cerebro. Oh, and Storm is there too.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where Jubilee's at in this issue.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense to me that they didn't include Jubilee in this issue.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is a comic given away to kids.
Right.
Right.
And Jubilee is the then surrogate for the kid audience
Yeah.
Yeah.
during this time period. So, you know. So we have a Mark IV Sentinel sitting here. And tell us Mark IV because it's got a big old Roman numeral 4 on his chest.
Yeah.
I love that even in the comic, they can make it sound like Wolverine is calling Gambit a slur by how he says
By how he
Cajun.
says Cajun. Yeah.
You can't tell me that's how it felt like in the TV show.
I never thought about that until you just said that, to be honest.
Yeah, the way he addresses these sewer mutants and the way he addresses Gambit, it
Yeah,
really sounds like he's like
He's at the
cussing
very
them
least
out.
a little bit xenophobic, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so then the big bad guy shows up in this issue.
I hate Gideon.
You already knew who Gideon was, huh?
Yeah.
Gideon, the character that New Mutants 98 was supposed to be worth a lot of money for eventually. Instead, it ended up being Deadpool, if you're not aware.
Yeah.
He was... Marvel told Rob Liefeld to make a new big bad for the X-Men universe, right? For the Marvel
Right.
universe,
Yeah.
I think. Gideon is what he came up with.
Gideon is like,
I never understood this character.
I hate his design so bad. Not even looking at him from a writing stance. It's just, this is the worst thing Rob Liefeld has ever designed.
Really?
I've seen a lot of Rob Liefeld things. I'm comparing this to the Captain America boobs, okay?
So Gideon eventually led to a lawsuit from Highlander too,
Really?
by Panzer Davis. Yeah. So
Dang.
in the X-Men continuity, Gideon was the first revealed of a group called the Eternal. No, it wasn't the Eternals because the Eternals are, you know, Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
I don't know, some mutant immortal name anyway.
Yeah.
And I think they were going to have Apocalypse be a member of it eventually. And like Celine from the Hellfire Club, she was a member. And the whole thing is that they were the only people capable of killing each other. And they had to like behead each other. And then they get like a mutant quickening or some shit.
Okay, of course.
And so Panzer
Highlander
Davis was
yeah.
like, nah, that's Highlander. We're going to sue you. And Marvel's like, oh, sorry, we shouldn't have done this. And we're not making that much money off this. We're just going to give up on it. So the whole plot for it just kind of like disappears in between issues.
Dang.
But no one ever cared enough to ask.
Well, yeah, because it involves Gideon. Look at him.
I wonder if he even appeared in comics past this point.
How come?
Well, because look at him.
I know, I hate him, but like,
If I were an
feel
artist,
like
I wouldn't want to use him. If I
somebody-
was a writer, I wouldn't want to use him.
yeah,
He might have made a comeback in something. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of the characters that were around during this time period just kind of slowly started phasing out.
I feel like you could make him 1,000 times better by just changing his hair.
But his hair is what tells you that he could be a fighting game character.
No.
that would have been better for him.
So in any case, the X-Men attack Gideon's facility. But he happens to have a group of more mutants with him.
Yeah,
In addition to hiring Deadpool and Juggernaut, he's also hired Toad's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
yeah,
Now, it's been a minute since I've read a lot of the X-Men comics from this time period, but I don't recall Toad being the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And if he was, I don't remember Blob, Pyro, and Fantasia being the members alongside him, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm just misremembering.
Has Blob always been that small, or is that like a...
Short-wise,
Yeah.
I don't think he's supposed to be all that tall,
Oh, okay.
but he should be a lot broader. I think he's supposed to be taller than this, so I think he's taller than Pyro and Deadpool.
Yeah.
The perspective starts to get off as the issue goes along, though. You can tell they need to wrap it up. So, what I was going to say a couple pages ago is, I wonder who decides on what characters appear in these promo comics.
Yeah.
Is it a weird mandate from Marvel? Or is it like the writer actually has the okay to just kind of use whatever they want?
Right.
It's like all of these X-Men promo comics, for the most part, feature a weird iteration of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Like Magneto's in the Stride X giveaway had Juggernaut in it too.
Okay.
He was actually Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. In this, they're just working alongside the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
But he was an actual member in that one. In the X-Men team, that came out during the time the Excalibur was a thing, but Nightcrawler was for some random reason a member of the team in that issue.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm going to have to find that issue again because I really want to take a look at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we're met with, pretty basic stuff. The X-Men fighting the Blob, can't be harmed by Wolverine's claws. We got Toad jumping on Archangel's back, driving him crazy, The two things I'll point out about this one is, number one, Pyro's melting Iceman. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Number two, Archangel talks about his flechettes, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. Julian, you're our weapons expert. How are you supposed to pronounce this word? Flechettes? Flechettes? I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Every time he throws the little daggers out of his wings, he says that in this. And I don't recall him saying that in any of the regular X-Men issues.
Yeah.
So that just kind of cracks me up. Karma takes possession of Toad, showing that she's in fact not on Gideon's side. And then Gideon copies Cyclops' power. Now I'm going to ask you, since you knew who Gideon was, is that what his mutant ability is? Is he like Mimic?
From the small amount of I've seen, I think so. I'm gonna be so honest. The way Gideon's written and everything, he's forgettable.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst
I
X-Men villains.
don't
He's so
remember
forgettable.
what Gideon's ability is, but I instantly knew his
Yeah.
name was Gideon when I saw him. I didn't
Well,
know that
yeah,
part.
you see that like horrible design, and you're like Gideon.
Right? And then the Cyber Sentinel comes to life because this guy brings it to life. And it decides its mission is to destroy all of the X-Men and any mutants in their vicinity.
Yeah.
The writer did pay attention to some stuff here because Juggernaut's not worried when it finds that out. Okay? That works out. Deadpool is, though.
Yeah.
Deadpool also technically not a mutant. But I don't know if they knew that during this time period or if that's something that came about later. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's my man Sonic.
Yeah. Video games were just as expensive back then as they are now.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This one cost $90. Oh, wait. That's actually like some sort of exercise thing in it.
Is it?
I think so. But this game is $70. Yeah, I think this is like a pad that you stand on or something like that. I don't know. I didn't have one of those. I did have a Genesis, though.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was a Ren and Stimpy game for it.
Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin is actually a good game.
Also very weird ending.
Didn't know. I've never made it then. I want to know. So they then find out that if any of the psychic powered mutants are woken up individually, it's going to destroy their brains. So Karma decides she's going to do a 3-way possession.
Okay.
It's what we call a psychic menage a trois.
All right.
And she's going to free all their minds at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad for the Sentinel if they do that, though, because it's a cyber Sentinel, meaning it's working on their psionic energies. Now,
Yeah.
ask me how it is or what in this issue indicates that it is. I don't know. But what I do know is Karma's powers work, and they're all able to pluck the mind control devices off at the same time. It's pretty well done. I like that you can see her eyes going over. They used to do that in the New Mutants pages.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot that actually looks really good here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our Gene Scott moment.
Oh God.
It's probably the worst drawn panel in the whole thing.
Yeah.
But Gene, are you okay? Scott, yes, now that you're here.
Oh God.
It's like dialogue straight out of the cartoon. Then Cyclops tells Gideon that he's not going to get away with all this. And Gideon gives him like this whole Scooby-Doo ending.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yes, I am. I'm going to get away with it. And there's nothing you can do. Karma's the one who will be held responsible in the court of law. That was kind of interesting to me because I don't remember the X-Men ever actually arresting anyone.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe they did in the 60s. It's been a minute since I've actually read the old Jack Kirby issues.
Right.
But I don't recall this iteration of the X-Men arresting people, but like Gideon's like, no court will ever hold me, and you know it. I committed no crimes. Bah! So Wolverine's like, yeah, fuck you. And slashes down a girder and just brings the whole thing down on top of all of them. But somehow it's only on Gideon. And this is where I'm saying they're starting to rush a bit. Like, hey, this thing needs to be done now.
Yeah.
Because this outro page doesn't look anywhere as good as the
No.
first page. But it's not horrible either. And we've got a mixture here of characters you would know from the animated series and the comics.
Yeah.
Once again, though, I'm really curious who gets to choose what characters or what. Like,
Yeah.
why do they use these random assortment of X-Men and villains and everything? Like,
Yeah.
I want to know the answer to that.
I also do, because if it's a like they get to choose who they're messing with, why would you pick Gideon?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that feels more like a Marvel mandate because Gideon
Yeah.
was the character they were pushing at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You like that, Agilin?
Yeah.
This game sucks.
Oh.
Which
Spider-Man and the X-Men.
one? Really?
Yeah, the biggest problem with it is like each one of the X-Men has a level and Spider-Man has a level.
Yeah.
And you just got to go through each of their levels to clear it, right? You don't get to
Right.
choose which of the characters you are for each level.
Oh.
It's all just what the level is, which character it necessitates.
Okay, that's kind of lame.
Of all the X-Men and Spider-Man games, the one where they cross the two over is probably my least favorite.
Ah.
And then a Street Fighter ad
Ooh.
that also has Final Fight 2. Aladdin is actually a good game too.
Ah.
I didn't remember there was a Goof Troop though.
We gotta hunt down all these games.
So yeah, obviously you guys have read X-Men comics. You will read more. You'll interact
Oh, yeah.
with more movies, more cartoons, everything. But when we look at a promo comic, we got to think, did it do its job, right?
I think so. This
Yeah.
was enjoyable, and like,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
wrote all of the X-Men characters fairly consistently.
Right?
Yeah.
I would say outside of any of the stuff that we've looked at that came with comic magazines like the Bone Holiday Special or X51 issue number 0, outside of any of that, this is the best promo comic we've looked at so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The artwork is decent throughout the whole thing. It's not the best I've ever seen for X-Men, but it's decent through the whole thing.
Right.
The characters feel close enough to how they should. I don't think that if a kid had picked this up in 93 as their first X-Men comic, that they would have been disappointed going over to another X-Men comic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it would have done well to advertise X-Men Adventures in the back of it as the next X-Men comic you should get.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the closest to this. If you don't know,
Yeah.
X-Men Adventures is what adapted the animated series.
Uh,
And this has a closer feeling to that than anything else. But all in all, I actually enjoyed it. So,
Yeah.
you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, let's go make some comics.
We didn't create the comics that were featured in today's episode, but we did create these. Check out Ghost Assassin in the Cards and the Chihuahua Who Flew Away mini comic, both of which were written by me. The Chihuahua Who Flew Away was illustrated
By me.